most storied venues in college football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And we get here's C.J. Carr to throw. Finds his man.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the
rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over him. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that one.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr fires to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Makes the grab. It's Gilbert. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Carr can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. And they can't make the connection. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Makes sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. The Cougars offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
Right side, it's Dickens. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Hauls it in at the 40. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Running inside, it's Coleman Williams. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. He wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Breaks it into the open. Touchdown, Irish! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Give to the single back. He breaks a tackle. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Back to pass on second down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Unloads it left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is they didn't lose much ground, but there's not much left. They're going to run it. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. And the Cougars moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. The run inside. It's Dickens. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Motion from the wide receiver. The give is to Williams. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Cougars are in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence.
He's loose on the left, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up, so it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
Notre Dame, 14, BYU, 7.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here come the Irish, back on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Throwing, Carr. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Oh, and a move. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Quarterback keeper. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every... Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Drops back. It's Smuckmeyer. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Out wide right, it's Phillips. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, don't they?
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Rush is on. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play fake. Carr. What a job to lay out and make the catch. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. They boot it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. No room to bring it back. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Looking for a crease. It's Dickens. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. BYU lines up quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Breaks the tackle. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Smuckmeyer. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Find space, it's Dickens. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Back's got it on the screen. Could not make his way to the corner. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Searching for space. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. It's dropped after taking the hit. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Between the hashes, it's Hawkins. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Straight ahead, it's Dickens. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Keeps it looking for room. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Makes the catch. It's Casper. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. He'll keep it himself. Makes a man miss. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Hits inside, it's Dickens. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Right side, it's Porter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Drives inside, and he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Offense gets set for second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, it's Williams. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Unloads it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Has it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Motion from the wideout. They want to run this quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And the Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Under pressure, makes the grab. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Fresh set of downs going to the air. With the catch, it's Phillips.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give them a little bit more time.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Out wide right, it's Phillips. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 5 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Badgers, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back to your game in South Bend. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Play action, Carr. Hit as he throws. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Hauls it in. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Quick give. It's Coleman Williams. Turns it on in midfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
The give is to Williams, and he's brought down after a short gain. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Carr pulls it in. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Complete to start this drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Off play action. Finds his man. It's Lyons. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Right side, it's Phillips. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Back to pass, it's Buckmeyer. Look out! And BYU will get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Running inside, it's Danzy. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the 1st down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Irish send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Going to field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. To the air, it's Buckmeyer. Here comes the heat. couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. BYU right back to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. Out wide left, it's Porter. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. This is a designed run. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd and long here. The run inside. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. On first down from the 13-yard line. Throwing, Carr. Finds his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. He'll take it himself. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down will open up the final period. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Shotgun snap on third down. Got the back over the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Second down, gonna throw it. Spits it out to the back. Gets a hand in there. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Hawkins. And they'll get him down inside the 10-yard line, but hang on, a yellow flag is out, and this might be coming back. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Trying to get started. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Now on the move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Down he goes. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The accuracy is perfect, the loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
BYU lines up quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
To throw, it's Buckmeyer. Finds his man down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Dickens. Just gets it to the 28. Pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. This time they'll throw it. Turns up, it's Dickens. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. Keep it on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. The lone back's got it. Sees some running room. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
BYU with the 1st and 10.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. BYU right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Got it behind the line, it's Dickens. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Going to the run. It's Dickens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The offense in hurry-up mode. Second down to the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Gilbert. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman Williams. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Carr on play action. Turns it upfield. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Motion from the back. A designed run for the quarterback. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Pushes ahead. Here's some daylight. Turn. Oh, ball's out. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. They'll use his timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Motion from the wideout. Calls his own number, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Tight end now in motion. Straight ahead, it's Danzy. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looks as if he's going to run it. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, that's a bad fumble. I mean, you're going to give the ball to your playmaker. You understand the situation. All I'm trying to do is run clock, hold on to that thing. To fumble in that situation and just breathe hope. You gave him life, and that's what you don't want to do. You just want to run that clock.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Casper. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Oh, pressure's coming. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.